Okay, y'all, welcome back. It's Albert LeBeau with Stock Lock Sunday, and the lock of sorts we're going to take a look at this week is the Hitch Safe. Pretty cool little, I guess, device, if you want to call it that. It's a safe. I don't know how much of a safe it is or how safe it is, but it's exactly what it is. Literally a hitch safe. If any, on a lot of vehicles, a lot of people got them the ball hitches on the back of your vehicle. Now, obviously, if you're using one of these, you can't have the ball hitch in at the same time. So I guess, again, if you were to use something like this, you know, the ball hitches come out real easy, and so does this. So you just swap it out, take the ball hitch out, put it inside the cab of the vehicle until you need to use it to lug a trailer around, and then put this back in when you're not using the ball hitch. So again, that's literally what it is. Now they show here, you know, you can use it as a hidey key. That's what I would probably use it for. This other picture, not so cool. They show putting like credit cards in there. Do I need to say don't do that? I'll say it anyway. Don't do that. Okay. So right here, secures inside 2-inch, by the way. Apparently they sell different sizes. This one is for the 2-inch. I'll show you in a minute. 1,000 different possibilities of combinations. You set your own. Never be locked out again. So yeah, use it for a hidey key, a locking hidey key. Pretty handsome looking. Got a nice thick black cover that hides the safe itself. And here is the back side of the package. And again, never be locked out of your vehicle, yada, yada, yada. Shows you kind of how to put it in. And the instructions are inside the package. But I have another one that's already out of the package, the same exact thing. And here it is. So this is what it would look like on the back of the vehicle. I think it looks kind of handsome. And this is pretty heavy duty. I give it that. Looks like it's going to last a while. So that hides, you know, you just pop it on there and that's all you're going to see. So pretty handsome looking cover. I like it. And again, all solid steel, you know, well, solid steel, all steel construction, made quite well. And plus, once this is inside the, you know, inside the hitch, I guess, tube, you can call it, it's even stronger inside there. So how does it work? Obviously, you set your own combination, put the combination in, pop the drawer open, and there's your, there's how much room you got to stash your keys and whatnot. So to get it into the vehicle, they've got these different spacers back here, different thicknesses. I'll slide them forward, thin ones, thick ones. So what you do, push it in, you unlock these by pulling them forward. Then the pins come out. So you slide it in, and you're going to want to set however many spacers you need to get it nice and snug into the vehicle. Then put the pins back in, slide the locks back forward, if I can get it to go, just like that, and get the other side back in, like so. And then once the drawer is in, those can't slide forward and it's locked in. So I kind of like it. You know, it's made good. It's going to last a long time. How safe is it? I don't know. You know, I guess anything, if they're going to go into power tools or sledgehammers, you know, it's not going to last. But for a hidey key, I think it's a really cool idea. I really like it. So can it be bypassed? Can it be picked? Yes. What I did is I kind of went lockpick and lawyer style on this one. I took it apart. I took the back off. There's 2 screws right back there, right here. Took the screws out, took this apart, and tried to see if there was another way besides decoding it. Maybe push on the locking pawl or pull it or something, and there's really not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can decode it with the knife. And then I'll take it apart and I'll show you the innards and show you why you can't simply just pull the bar forward or something to get it open. All right, so let's set a different combination on it and we'll decode it. So to do that, small screwdriver. Obviously it's all zeros now. You see it unlocks this way. So you rotate the screw on the side, 90 degrees clockwise. Scramble up all the numbers. I have it away from me so I can't see it. No trickery here. It's literally pointing away from me so I can't see it. There's no mirrors back there. I wouldn't do that. Alright, so they're all scrambled up really, really good. I think it's fair to say. Hide the numbers. Rotate the screw back. keep it away from me. Scramble them up really, really good. Okay, now it's fair to say I do not have a clue what the number for this is. I will put it back to the zeros just to show you it is locked. Okay, so how do you decode this? Well, you've got to use the knife. So to do that, I'm going to get some of this out of the way. Bring the camera down a little bit here, because it's really the only way that I can figure out anyways. So you take the knife. These are very, very thin. I've mentioned these in previous videos. This is from Peterson. It's called a mini knife. Very, very thin. I don't think a pop can would fit. These things are really tight in here. There's not a lot of room. So, you know, I've heard of people using stuff like pop cans. I think it'd be too thick. But hey, give it a shot. So you put the, let me bring the camera down a little more. I apologize. I want to give you the best view I can. Okay, so take the knife, put it down on the side of the wheel, and you feel for the slot. I showed this before. I will show it again. If I can get the camera to focus. So you're going to take the knife. Is it focusing? Take the knife and you go down the side of the wheel and you rub across until you feel that slot. You want the slot on top for all four wheels. When that happens, it's still not open, and I'll show you why when we get that far. There's a little bit more to it. All right, so let's start off with let's start off right here. And these wheels, they can only be rotated, I guess, counterclockwise. You can't go clockwise with them past 0. And I'll show you why that comes into play in a minute. So start over here. I can already feel one right there. So that one's already a 1. Next wheel. I can feel it. Okay, that one's a 6. Next wheel. That one is right. That one's a 5. I'm glad they were close. Sometimes this takes forever. Okay, 4. Let me see. 4, 5, 6, 1. Okay, now, since you can't rotate the wheels that way, you've got to rotate them this way. What you have to do, now that that gate I showed you is all on top, you have to rotate each wheel 8 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. That's how you decode it. So what I'm going to do with a little bit of editing magic, I'm going to take this thing apart and get the camera right down on the innards so you can see why you can't simply grab the bar and pull it forward or something like that. The wheels literally have to be lined up right for that to go down, and I'll show you why in a minute. All right, so we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I've got the front part of the locking mechanism off of the drawer. It's just the 2 screws I pointed out. So here's what you get. Now again, let me just show you how this went on there. Screws are in there. So this just literally screws to the front of the drawer. Take the 2 screws out and you get this. Now this, we can get the back off of this. I'll show you how it works. Carefully, because there are springs in here. Okay, so inside this part, now this I guess brass springy things right here, those are just to click on the wheels. So you have the wheel at the, certain numbers. Those will click in the slot, so the numbers are where you're not on a half a number, I guess you can say. That's all those are for. Indexers, I guess you can call them. So this spring here, right there, what it does, it pushes down on this plate right here. So this plate, it's also being pushed down on this side by that cover. So what I mentioned about it, there's no way to reach through and manipulate this plate right here, which would be the bar technically, because let me take this off of here and I'll show you why. So this is the plate that you would have to manipulate, because this plate, well, let me show you. Put that back in there a second. These locking pawls right here and right here. When the lock is in the unlocked position, let me try and hold this together. You push down the lever and you see how it spreads, how it moves those locking pawls inward. Okay. If this bar right here is up and in the way of those, the lock won't open. So, can you reach through and just grab that bar and pull it out of the way? No. Because of all these, let me set this down. Each one of these bars, focus, each one of these bars right here has to lay flat. Let me get a pointy thing, a pointer. I've already got one kind of moving. All right, focus. You can see the flat spots, good grief, on the wheels right in here. You see how they're flat on the top? Well, I got one rotating on me. Move it back. They all have to be flat for that bar to drop out of the way of those locking pawls. So if you didn't have the right combination in and you reach through and you tried to pull it or push it, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get it out of the way because of all those bars. They're going to have to drop down onto the wheels to get out of the way of those locking pawls. So back to what I said, I think the only way to decode this lock is the way that I did it with the knife. If you find a better way, point it out. Please do so. I just don't think so. So that's it. That is the Hitch Safe. Let me grab that package again. I know y'all seen it. I just think they're pretty cool and they're made kind of well. So, I got to give it a thumbs up. So that's it. The Hitch Safe. Pretty cool little device. I'd call it a hide-a-key. Do not put credit cards in it. Let's not get silly, okay? So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed yet, please do so. And as always, if you like this video, hit that like button down there. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.